Hamilton's going to come right back into the game.
Scott back in.
Fletcher and Thomas will leave. Carl Martin, top of the circle. Dishes it off to Emmert. Back out front. There's a three on the way. This one a little too strong by Austin Halls. And bodies hit the floor. Let's see who's going to be called for the foul. Francisco may be called for it. Well, they're going to say that the man on the floor caused the foul, Jacob Powell, number 4. And Francisco will go to the line.
Crowd didn't like that one either.
79-61. That is the 4th foul on Jacob Powell, the man out of Marshfield. First free throw by Francisco, good. He is now 3 out of 6 from the line, has 5 points. You feel like you're in pretty good shape, Joe, but still with 10-11 to go, you have to keep the pedal to the metal because a lot of points going to be scored in this one yet. Second one missed by Francisco. Fight for the rebound, and Francisco gets it, but he also pushed off.
Yeah, shoved off on Brad Hamilton. Brad had inside position, and Francisco knocks him right into the Graceland bench, but that's going to be a foul on Francisco.
And that's team foul number 5 on the Yellow Jackets. Now they wipe up some more perspiration on the court. 10:09 to go. 79-62. Valley with a lead on this Thursday evening. The only other game, CMU is at Evangel tonight. Jeff Hamilton walking up some perspiration.
Well, Hamilton crashed into Hamilton that time. Brad Hamilton was shoved by Francisco right into the feet of Graceland coach Jeff Hamilton. So probably not related, but they got to meet each other there.
Here's Hamilton, front of the Viking bench, out front to Lane, now to Andre Scott. Good ball movement. Hamilton takes it to the free throw line. Back to Brody. Gives it to Andre Scott. To Brody. Back to Andre. Back to Brody. 18 on the shot clock. Hamilton, long three. This one short. Long rebound comes all the way back to Hamilton right in front of us. He chased his own shot. Now fires at baseline over the head of Andre Scott, but he makes the catch. And will bring it back out. Reset the offense. 9:37 to go. Valley up 79-62. Brody Thompson working against Martin. Gives it off to Hamilton. Hamilton around the screen. Off to Andre Scott. Now to Thompson. Brody kicks it back out to Hamilton in the corner. Good ball movement. Shot is up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Sadoff, and it's knocked away by Andre Scott out of bounds. Lawson and Danner check back in for the Yellow Jackets. Sounds like a law firm.
Lawson and Danner. Yeah, it does.
But they're 2 pretty good basketball players. I do know that. And they'll be in there probably for the duration of 9-17, 79-62. Ball picked up by Martin. Martin gives it off to Lawson. Lawson one step, drives hard to the basket, stops, cut off, double team there. Good job defensively by the Vikings. They give it underneath to Francisco, scores and is fouled. The foul is on Rafi Burton.
This will be 4 on Ravi, I believe.
Francisco put it in, 79-64, 9:05 to go.
Well, you got to keep the pressure on, keep hitting the shots, keep running the offense, and let's put this one away.
Nick Diotta will check in for Burton with those 4 fouls. Second free on the free throw, good, and the three-point play is good by Francisco. He's now 4 out of 8 from the line, has 8 points. So Rafi has 4, Jacob Powell has 4. They're both on the bench. Nick Diotta's in the game. It's a 14-point game, 79-65, 9 minutes, exactly 9 minutes to go. As Brody Thompson gives it off to Andre Scott, back to Brody. Thompson right side, top of the key with a left-handed dribble. Swings it around to Hamilton on the right wing. Hamilton, left-handed dribble, back out front to Andre Scott, 18 on the shot clock. Man-to-man defense by the Yellow Jackets. Brody Thompson, top of the key. Nowhere to go with it. Down to 10 on the shot clock, 8:40 to go in the game. Brody drives right side, puts it up over Lawson, hits the side of the backboard, but James Lane there for the foul and missed it. Lane was there, missed the follow. Now the ball loose in the court, picked up by Brody Thompson. The Yellow Jackets had it, couldn't handle it. Timeout taken by the Vikings. No, that was a break there that they didn't get that ball. They'd had a 2-on-1 break.
Well, they did. James Lane had a wide open shot that time, just glanced it too hard off the backboard. Then Graceland again had that break, but nice steal by Brody Thompson.
So the Vikings up 79-65, another timeout. You're watching Stretch Internet and also livestream.com, the Viking Sports Network. Glad to bring you this. Tennis note for you. Believe it or not, it will be tennis season before long. And
you play tennis today?
No. The Missouri Valley College men's tennis team will begin the season in a little more than a month, and they will begin the season sitting just outside the NEIA men's tennis coaches preseason top 25. I talked to the coaches, and they're anticipating, Ryan Carney, the tennis coach, really anticipating a good men's season. Viking coming off a 2013 season, included a 9-9 overall mark. They've appeared in the others receiving votes category in recent polls. They've not been ranked in the top 25 since the 2012 preseason. The first match, March the 1st, against number 10 Bethany College in Lincoln. The first home match, March the 25th, Johnson County Community College. It'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, Ryan Carney. Ryan was a very good tennis player, both in high school and college. Of course, his mom, Susan Carney, the legendary boys and girls coach at Marshall High School. The courts are named after her, and the Carneys are a great family, a very strong tennis family.
And Ryan coaches both the men and the women team here, so they're already practicing. We'll see when they start play. 79-65, Viking ball, 14-point lead. Now the ball taken away by the Yellow Jackets. Ball loose on the floor. Nobody wants control of it, and finally James Lane does. As sitting on his backside, Emmert flipped it up in the air, and Lane came away with the ball. So for the second time, it looked like the Yellow Jackets were going to have a takeaway, and they couldn't come up with it. Hamilton's open for a three in front of the Viking bench, missed it. Lane with a rebound, tips it back in. James Lane just went up above everybody for that one, 81-65.
That's 9 points for James in the game. Good job on the offensive glass.
Now baseline, here's a turnaround off the glass. Francisco, no good. Andre Scott comes out of the pack with it. He'll slow things down, 7:42 to go. Brody Thompson, top of the circle. Graceland stays in the man-to-man defense.
You know, the Vikes have come up with a lot of loose balls tonight, and that's good to see.
Yeah, that's they have been the more aggressive team. Deotta free throw line. That one up in front of the iron. Lane with a rebound again. Back out it comes to Hamilton. The Vikings now with 7:23 to go. Run a little more clock. Brody Thompson to the free throw line. Backs away. Gives it out to James Lane. Ball knocked away. Comes right back to him. He'll give it off to Andre Scott. Drives left side all the way to the rack. Lays it up. No good. Deotta over the back. Got away with that one. Lane goes up. His scores. Is fouled. No chance for a three-point play. Looked like Deotta got away with it over in the back, but we'll take it.
I don't know how he's doing it, but James Lane is really finding his way to the offensive board right now. He's finding a lane between two defenders, and he's gotten in there for the last two offensive rebounds and stuck that one back in. Now a chance to complete the three-point play, and Vikes lead it by 18.
7:06 to go. James Lane, free throw, got it. And he's having a good night. Offensively, he has 12 points, but more importantly, his rebounding. 84-65, back to a 19-point advantage for Valley. Martin quickly into the time, across the timeline, gets it in the corner. Going to drive that baseline on Hamilton and throws it away. Andre Scott with a steal, and then he just throws it the length of the court. And it's going to belong to the Yellow Jackets. But I'll tell you what, Joe, that's not a bad play. We mentioned that in the women's game. If you just flip it back in on your defensive end,
you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that the other way, but on your end, that's not bad.
So he threw it all the way down court. No one was there, but still the Yellow Jackets didn't get the easy shot out of it because he was losing his balance on the baseline. So here's Martin as they reset the offense. Go to the top of the key to Danner. Danner between the legs with the dribble. Stops, fires. It won't go. Rebound again. Guess who? James Lane. Wow, what a game he's had. Hamilton off to Brody
the
Thompson.
Vikes pretty well controlling this thing right now. Yeah. Really playing well on both ends of the court.
Up by 19, 6:20 to go. If they can win this thing, they'll go to 5-6 and move a game ahead of Graceland in the standings. Pass underneath. Nice pass to Lane. The pass came from Kendall Hayes. Lane with another bucket. It's 86-65. The other way. Layup is up and good. What a shot in the lane by Emmert. I don't know how he got that thing off and it went in.
That's Emmert's first basket of the game, I think. He's got a bunch of free throws.
Now I think Kendall Hayes may have hurt his shoulder or something.
When I tell you, Kendall Hayes has played a whale of a game tonight. I was just going to say, by far his best effort of the season.
Yeah, he hurt himself, his shoulder
in pain
somewhere.
now. He's left-handed. He's holding that left arm right now.
So let's see who the Vikes will bring in for him. It looks like Jonathan Bird will check in.
Birdman's coming back in.
So it'll be Bird, Andre Scott, Hamilton, Lane, and Thomas. For Valley, 6:02 to go, up 86-67. They've led really throughout.
Maybe this team plays well with the deep snow on the ground.
Yeah, maybe. We'll let them have it for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Here's Lane. Lost the handle, picks it back out to Bird. Bird has one dunk in this game. Has fired up the crowd, gets it inside the lane, goes up without the basketball, but he was fouled.
You know, you watch Jonathan Bird, he just looks like he's having a good time out there playing the game. He's laughing and clawing. He'll laugh at you, then go in and hit you the next time down the court. You know, he's a very aggressive player, but he keeps everything in perspective.
He will shoot a couple of free throws here. And the first one is on the way. Banked it in. Everything is going the Vikings' way tonight.
All right, Birdman, do it again.
We have had passes go in, intended passes go in. We've had, who knows?
Almost had a ball off his hand. He missed the ball. It almost flipped into the basket in the first half.
Banked in free throws. Second one is too strong.
Didn't put that one up quite hard enough. Didn't quite hit the backboard.
87-67. Back to that 20-point lead. We're down to the 5.5-minute mark. Valley in pretty good shape now. Lawson, top of the key. Swings it off to Emmert. Emmert starts to drive. Takes it all the way underneath. Puts it up and in. Good strong move by Drew Emmert. He got the basket, 87-69, 5:16 to go.
I've got him with 13 in the game.
Had a good ball game. Lane, top of the circle, lobs it to Hamilton in front of the Viking bench. Fires a pass across the lane to Andre Scott. Bounce pass to Bird. Turn around, the jump hook won't go. Miller with a rebound. Ahead to Martin. Martin quickly to Emmert. Emmert will take it baseline again. Same move. Not the same result. Missed that one. But Isaiah Miller with a follow and a bucket and a foul. And I believe the Yellow Jackets going to take a timeout here, I think.
It's down to a 16-point game, and now Miller will be on the line for one shot when we come back. Just under 5 minutes left in this one. Vikings lead at 87-71.
I mentioned the only other game tonight is CMU at Evangel. Here's the schedule for Saturday. Avila will be at Peru, a couple teams behind the Vikings. If the Vikes hold on and win, they'll be 5-6. And Peru 4-7 going into that game. Avila 2-9, but a win over Benedictine. CMU will be at Benedictine on Saturday. CMU will either be 6-5 or 7-4. Benedictine 8-3 going into that one.
I tell you, I'm looking at the standings right now. It looks to me like Central Methodist. They've won 4 games in a row right now, so they're playing very well.
They've won 6 in a row. Yeah, they've won 6 games in a row.
6, okay.
Yep.
6, okay.
So they are playing as well as anybody right now.
They are. I read last week's standing.
Culver's at Evangel. That'll be a good game again, and then Graceland will be at Baker. So some good ball games coming up Saturday. 4:52 left. Miller will attempt to complete this three-point play. And he cannot. Bird with a rebound. Can't save it. Goes out of bounds, but was last touched, I believe, by Emmert.
They're going to give it back to Graceland, I think.
Yeah. I think Emmert was the last one to touch it. Oh, I guess not. I guess Bird was the last one to touch it. So, they inbound to Emmert. Emmert gives it off to Danner. Now Lawson gets inside. Blocking foul. And Bird thought he drew the charge, but they're going to call the block on Jonathan Bird. Fans don't like that.
Well, in years past, that might have been a charge,
You're
but
right.
now they're starting to call that blocking foul a lot more. They've changed the rules a little bit, and I think for a while they were calling too many offensive fouls. I'm not saying that wasn't an offensive foul, but I think for a while the offensive fouls, the guy couldn't drive to the basket anymore.
Lawson gets the call and the free throw, and he'll have another one.
I mean, I thought Jonathan had pretty good position that time, but
Lawson, 17 points, 87-72. They creep a little closer. Second free throw is on the way, and it is good. Not going away. Still a 14-point game. Plenty of time. 4:39. The Vikings have really been in control. Couple of buckets and they'll be in good shape. Thomas, top of the key. Free throw line. Nothing there. Andre Scott, left wing. Andre back top of the key. Off to Hamilton, who gives it to Thomas. Around a screen. Underneath to the Birdman. Boy, changes the shot in the air. Missed it, but there's Hamilton, or that Lane, to pick it up and put it back in. Has he been something tonight?
That's his third stick back in about the last 5 minutes.
89-73. They get it underneath to Miller, and he scores. Isaiah Miller, a nice dish from Lawson. 89-75, 4 minutes remaining. Andre Scott into the forecourt. Free throw line, back to Bird. Bird, top of the circle, ball taken away, but unable to save it up the right sideline. Is Emmert. It goes out of bounds right at the scorer's table.
I thought Emmert was going to tip that ball right to you that time.
I'd have taken off with it. Well, we'll go see Rocky Lamar on Saturday, one of the great coaches in this league. Boy, they started off slow, but they're playing a lot better basketball now.
I'll tell you what, we can shoot like we have tonight. We're going to play with anybody.
Yeah, we go up there. It'd be a fun game. We shoot like this. Andre Scott off to Lane. Lane working that right side to Rafi Burton out high. Now to Thomas. Thomas to Scott. 7 on the shot clock. Here's Andre from the elbow. Right side, missed it. Rebound, James Lane. How many rebounds is that young man?
That's at least 4 in the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Wow. 3:22 to go. Be interested to see his line when this game is over. Here's Hamilton outside. He got another triple. That's his 7th three-pointer of the game. 92-75, 3:10 to go.
And there was that rotation again on the ball. Picture perfect.
Lawson inside the lane, muscles one up and in. 3 minutes left, 92-77. They just won't go away, but they're running out of time, are the Yellow Jackets.
I've got Jamal Lawson with 20 now.
Good player. He and Dan are both. Now Lane, what a half he's had. Gives it off to Andre. Andre, top of the circle. Back to Hamilton. He's going to try another three. Oh, this one rims in and out. And the rebound pulled down by Danner. Danner's going to take it himself. Top of the key. Cut off there by Andre Scott. Takes it strong to the basket and traveled.
You know, one thing you know about Brad Hamilton, though, you watch his shot, you can tell he's worked a lot on the technique of his shot, getting that good spin, that good release, and he's just got a picture-perfect shot. And that's not something he just walked out here and did. That's something he's practiced on a bunch, I'm sure.
Well, Jake Doyle comes in for Jeff Hamilton's ball club as he's made some moves. Austin Harper is in right now. Austin Halls remains in the game. I said Doyle's in there. 92-77. Top of the key. Rafi Burton now to Hamilton. No, look past the lane, scores again. 94-77, 2:19 to go.
That's 20 for James Lane, I think.
Here's a three on the way. This one won't go. Rebound Lane. Wow. Has this been some kind of a performance?
18. I got 18 for
Mm-hmm.
Lane.
And a timeout taken by the Vikings as they're going to go to their bench now. Dean Pianica is going to check in.
Jordan Bowling.
Roderick's coming into the ball game. Roderick Amos will check in. Marcus Daniels will come into the ball game. That's the Vikings up 94-77.
Vikes having a good time right now. That's the way the game's supposed to be.
So a big doubleheader win for Valley. They needed these two games tonight, and they got them. Heading to Mid-America on Saturday. Into the corner, it goes to Amos. Amos gives it back out to Fletcher, who's back into the game. Now to Roderick Amos. Top of the key with the dribble. Leaves it off for Fletcher. A minute 52 to go. 94-77. Between the legs is Amos. Top of the key. Off it comes to Fletcher. Fletcher goes back to the top of the key. A little stutter step move there by Roderick Amos. Here's Daniels. He'll take one outside. Hits the heel of the rim. Pianica tries to keep it alive, but there's a shot clock violation anyway.
Ken, I'll tell you what I think this game proves. This just proves how dominant the home court can be. Both these teams completely dominated the other team on their home court.
Well, there was a shot. I thought a shot clock violation, but the possession to Graceland, then they stepped out of bounds, so the Vikings get it back with a minute 36 to go. Amos top of the key. Found a screen by Bowling. Down the middle. Throws up shot, but he traveled with it.
No. Roderick said he got me on the arm.
He got me on the arm. Roderick played a little bit early in the season, but he's seeing his playing time. With James Lane came in and Kendall Hayes really saw his playing time cut down. 94-77. Yellow Jackets with the basketball as we wind down to the final minute of play. Halls drives baseline, nowhere to go. Kicks it across. Here's a 7-footer up, no good. Pianica with a rebound. Pianica to Daniels. Daniels long pass to Bowling. Bowling takes it down the middle. Strong move. Head and shoulder fake. Puts it up. Scores. And is fouled.
Jordan Bowling brings the crowd to its feet. Wow.
Good head and shoulder fake. Yeah. He scored. It's 96-77. 59 seconds to go.
Jordan made that head fake. 3 different Yellow Jackets left the floor.
A man out of Crane, Missouri, a freshman. Fires.
Got it. Good job, Jordan.
97-77, a 20-point lead. Now Bowling is fouled by Daniels. Daniels picks up his first foul. Marcus out of Orlando, Florida.
Wait, how many guys left their feet when Jordan made that head fake?
And then he went right up, got fouled, and completed the 3-point play and having some fun.
I know.
56
Everybody
seconds.
getting in on the action.
Halls hits the free throw, his first point. It's going to be a doubleheader sweep for the Vikings tonight at home. Thanks to our crew, Chaz Matty and all the crew of live stream tonight, doing a great job webcasting these games. Daniels with a rebound off the missed free throw by Halls. Now a turnover, Halls takes it away. Halls going to drive inside, turn, 15-footer, won't go. Rebound, taken down by the Yellow Jackets. 44 seconds to go. Halls with the basketball. There's the lob underneath the Miller. Coming from the weak side to knock it away was Marcus Daniels.
Well, Ken, listen to this. In the last 4 games, counting this one, Graceland's given up 190, 121, and right at 100 points tonight.
Yeah, they're going to give up, 97 right now with 30 seconds to go. Kick it out, the Yellow Jackets now, possibly their last possession of the ball game. Halls with it. Get inside, looking for a 3. Good defense by the Vikings. 14 on the shot clock, and off the glass, the shot is missed by Mobley. Still loose, picked up by Daniels. Here comes Daniels. He's got a man on the wing, misses the shot, rebound, and put back up and in by Jordan Bowling. 99-78. Crowd wants to get the century mark, but probably not going to happen. Here's Halls, drives in. He can't score, but he's fouled.
Well, Mike's going to have the ball back with about 7 seconds left.
Foul is going to be called on Daniels. Free throw by Halls, good.
Good.
And he is 2 out of 3.
This Graceland's a good ball club. They're a good basketball team. They've got a rough night tonight. They've got a good team.
Vikings will inbound, and now Roderick Amos will take it in. Give it off to Fletcher. The Vikings will hold. Game is over. 99-80. You're right, Joe. When we played at Graceland, they dominated the performance. When you play here tonight, it was a performance dominated by Missouri Valley. So the home court really made a difference in the 2 games between these 2 teams.
Yeah, it really did. And, it's a great effort by the Vikings tonight. Again, this is a good Graceland team, but the Vikings got out early just like they did against us up there, got ahead early and never looked back. And this, by far, I think the best game I've seen this team play all year.
We'll talk to the coach in just a moment.
Hey, it's me, your piggy bank. Remember when you were a little kid? All the dimes and quarters in my back? Yeah, that was good times. Good times. Now lately, I gotta be honest, you've been ignoring me. Money's been slipping through your hands like a greased pig. Get it? Because I'm a... Anyway, I know how it is. Now that you get a real paycheck, it's nice to have stuff. You'll start saving money next year. Well, I hate to tell you, but good saving habits start now. Put just $20 in the bank a month. Make your own coffee at home instead of that latte every morning. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering in. Those changes alone could save you thousands of dollars a year. Come on, I'm your piggy bank. We can be together again, me and you, the special times. Anyway, if you don't want me to cry anymore, feed me. Go to feedthepig.org for more ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Chad Lance joins us, Coach, and 99 points on the board tonight, 99-80. Boy, I'll tell you what, that first half, your club for a while was shooting about 62% for a while in that first half.
Well, I mean, when we shoot well, we always seem to play real well. You know, I just thought that we started looking for that three, and you know how it goes. Anytime that three starts going in, then you get a little happy and getting excited. And I just told our guys at halftime, we got to have a balanced attack. We got to be able to score inside and outside. Well,
you were for the game, 14 out of 30 from beyond the arc, 47% overall, 48% from the field. And I tell you, you knew you had to do that, though, because these Yellow Jackets weren't going to go away, were they?
No, they play fast and they play hard and they push it right back at you. And, you know, they get you in some bad spots and you get in foul trouble. So, you know, we had to just keep clicking away. And, you know, me and our staff talked that a 12-point lead playing Graceland, it's not a great big lead. And, you know, we came out at halftime and I think I got it cut to 7. And, you know, we just had to keep plugging.
Two guys I want to talk about. First of all, let's talk a little bit about, James Lane. 18 points, 13 rebounds.
Big night for James. And James was sick yesterday. You know, we didn't know exactly how he was going to come in and how he was going to play. And I thought that he recovered pretty good, had a day of rest, and got some medicine today. So maybe needs to play a little under the weather more often.
And how about Kendall Hayes' second half?
Great second half. You know, poor kid. Hopefully he'll be okay.
I
think that he popped his shoulder out of place, and so we got to get him back.
Yeah, because he really had a game. Brad Hamilton, when he hits that three, when he's got that rotation going, he had a couple in the first half. One is the shot clock winding down, 30 foot maybe?
Yeah.
Then the one right in front of you, his heel was almost on the orange here. You just kind of smiled because he's got that kind of range.
He does have that kind of range. You know, he was getting ready to run some offense, and lo and behold, he let that thing fly.
And he takes a jump shot from that. It's just not heaving it up.
Well, I told him at halftime, I said, you know, he makes so many more shots when he elevates. Sometimes he gets a little flat-footed and barely gets some lift. But when he elevates, I mean, his percentage is really good.
Now you move ahead, a game ahead of this club now. I don't know what CMU and Evangel, the result was there. But, Coach, we go to Mid-America now. And the Pioneers are playing a lot better now than they were early in the year. It's always a tough place to play, but we've had some great games there.
Well, you know, they're really good. I mean, they're inside attack, and Luke Thomas is probably one of the best players in the country. And so, you know, we just got to be focused. Our guys got to be able to come in, and we got to get better on the defensive end. We don't do a great job of getting into help, so we got to do a better job getting into help and not getting beat off the dribble and our angles. You know, we get sideways a little bit.
But a big win, and this is one you needed. And you had a week off, a whole week actually, because of the weather. But, boy, great way to start a quick turnaround, and within 48 hours we'll be in Olathe. So, Coach, we can knock that one off. Who knows what's going to happen from then on. But it's crunch time, isn't it?
Definitely crunch time. So we got to be ready to go and have great practice tomorrow and quick turnaround.
All right, Coach, thanks for stopping by. See you Saturday.
All righty.
Chad Lance, after the Vikes win it tonight, put 99 points on the board, 99-80. Scoring, first of all, for Graceland, Jamal Lawson had 20 points to lead the way. 14 for Austin Danner, 13 Drew Emmert, 12 for Trey Sadoff. That was about it. 8 for Max Francisco, 3 for Carl Martin, 3 for Austin Halls, and 7 for Isaiah Miller. But, Joe, the Vikings really lit it up.
Oh, I tell you, Ken, there's so many stories we can talk about tonight. I mean, by far the best game Kendall Hayes has played all year. He winds up with 14. James Lane, 8 offensive rebounds, 13 rebounds, 18 points for him. Brad Hamilton, 7 threes in the game, 23 points. I'll run down all the scoring. Hamilton leads the way with 23. As we said, James Lane with 18, also 13 rebounds, a big double-double for him. Also in double figures, Kendall Hayes, 14. Andre Scott, a big first half. He winds up with 11, 10 of those in the first half. 8 points in the game for Jim Thomas, all of Jim's in the first half.